is my 16-week update. I'm 16 weeks and 5 days today, so again I'm doing this kind of late in my 16-week, not that far from being 17-week, but again it's kind of been an odd week, to be honest. But not really a huge amount has changed from last week in terms of pregnancy, at least. Been uploading the videos properly and gradually onto YouTube, which has been really nice. It's been nice to be able to finally start getting them up there and start sharing them with all you guys, and you know, getting feedback as well. Like, a lot of people really seem to like the live pregnancy test video. Yeah, and everyone's been pretty lovely about it, and that's what I love about YouTube, is being able to have a community of people that you just talk to a bit, you know, like, it's nice. It's nice to know that other people are sort of, you know, supporting you along your journey of pregnancy and stuff, because this side of it feels kind of lonely a lot of the time when you're just, you know, talking to a camera. But yeah, I think I've been able to feel baby a bit more this week. It's still not really obvious, like, it's mainly in the evenings when I'm laying down that I'll start feeling quite a bit of movement, but it's still hard sometimes to pinpoint whether it's just my tummy, like, making sort of movements. Yeah, I feel like I'm just a bit more skeptical this time, and I am starting to wonder whether I have like an anterior placenta, like when, you know, whether the placenta is out front, because I felt like pokes and slight rolls and things, but nothing distinctive. I don't know, I think maybe it's just too early and I'm expecting too much too soon, but I don't know, I kind of expected to feel something a bit more now, especially being my number 2 baby, but at the same time it might just be early. The only other reason why I thought that I might have an anterior placenta is because when I do the heartbeat Doppler, which I do on and off still, I can hear baby's heartbeat quite spread over like my bottom area, and it's obviously baby's heartbeat, but it's almost like the whooshing sound of his heartbeat, like you can hear the heartbeat going over and over, but it's different to when you actually find it, when it's actually on top of baby and it's proper more boom 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 boom, like the galloping horse sound. Like, and I wonder if that's because the placenta is, you know, echoing baby's heartbeat, and therefore I'm hearing that a lot more. I still pick up what I think is actually baby as well, because you can tell the difference. It's quite like, more like almost it's hitting the Doppler almost. But yeah, I mean, it's still nice to be able to hear baby's heartbeat and be reassured in that respect, but I really want movement. I want to be able to feel it like properly and thoroughly all the time, and be able to start feeling it even on the outside. I feel like, come on, I want that. Weight wise, I think I've gone up another pound. You guys will probably see at the beginning of this video that I'm about 7'5" now, and most of the time my weight still fluctuates between 7'4" and 7'5", but it's starting to edge up more to 7'5" a lot of the time and stay that way. So it's like, it keeps doing that, like it did that before with the when I was 7'3" to 7'4". It slowly went up to 7'4", and now it's suddenly gone to 7'5". So I think I've gained 2 pounds roughly altogether since the beginning of my pregnancy. I do think I'm actually properly starting to gain now. My belly is definitely growing. I can see where the weight's going a little bit more, and it would make sense. Like, I don't feel like I could be this kind of big without gaining anything at the moment. Sort of random. We've got a wedding that we're going to tomorrow, and I went out and bought a dress for it, but it was long because I'm very short. So my mum had to take it up for me, and she like adjusted like the strap bit slightly for me and stuff like that. And it was a challenge to find a dress that I really liked, that made me feel comfortable. Like, I think definitely with this pregnancy, more than with Isla, I felt a little bit more uncomfortable in my own skin. I found it harder to find clothes to wear. I feel like I want to cover up more than I want to show off my bump, even though I know it's a baby bump, and I think it's starting to look more like a baby bump now. But it's still that I'm kind of still in the early stage that it's not obvious, and I kind of was like, do I embrace the bump for the wedding or do I hide it? and I've chosen to embrace it. Like everyone, most people know that we're pregnant now. Like we've told everyone. So, and like the people whose wedding it is tomorrow, they know that we're pregnant. So I'm not too thing about showing it. I'm not like, it's not too bad. Maybe I'll put a picture in or something, and see what you guys think. But yeah, like I like the dress. The dress is really nice. It's not something I'd probably normally go for. It's a little bit out there, but I wanted to be fancier for a nice wedding. But yeah, like I just feel like that's one of those things, you know, like with pregnancy is your body image and how you deal with that, like as it grows and changes. And I feel like at the moment I'm just getting to that stage where I'm going, you know what, I'm going to embrace the bump. I'm going to show it off. I'm going to just say, well, I'm pregnant, you know, like I know that. It doesn't matter about the rest of the world. Yeah, moving on to symptoms. The one symptom, that I haven't really talked about, but I have been having for quite a number of weeks. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but I've been having really vivid dreams, like pretty much every single night. Every time I have a sleep, even nap times and stuff, I have vivid dreams, and I pretty much always remember what's going on. Like, you know, I wake up and I know what's happened, and like they're always really bizarre, but yeah, just really strong. I mean, it makes me feel like I'm probably still not quite resting, because obviously you kind of have to go through the cycle of sleep, as it were, to get to the heavier point of sleep, and you normally don't dream in that point. So for me to constantly be remembering dreams and stuff means I'm not quite falling asleep properly, and also I'm probably waking up a little bit in order to remember them. But so yeah, it kind of things onto that I'm still tired a lot. I feel like I need sleep a lot. I still feel like I need naps when Isla goes down for a nap, and yeah, it's still been like, I thought that would get better by the second trimester, but if anything, I think it's actually got slightly worse. I feel like in the first trimester I was tired because I was exhausted from nausea and feeling sick all the time, and now I'm just tired, like my body's tired. I want to sleep. But I think that's probably partly it growing and it's way of dealing with it at the moment. Still needing to pee lots, but then I have been really thirsty a lot still, so just kind of comes with the cycle of having a lot of drink. Yeah, definitely my appetite's still picking up, still wanting lots of food, more regularly at least. Still been getting headaches on and off, mainly in the evening, sometimes getting heartburn and all that sort of stuff as well. My belly, obviously I've said, but I feel like it's definitely growing now and it's starting to get a little bit more itchy. Definitely been using my belly stuff, which I got a new one actually. I got a Burt's Bees Mama Bee belly cream stuff, and I've been alternating between that and my Body Shop Miracle Oil each night to rub my belly and my boobs, because they're still growing and aching as well. Yeah, and I also think like you can definitely see that my belly button's starting to pop. The top part of it's poking out again more, and you can see it through tops now. So I've already got to that stage, which I'm pretty sure was a little bit later. I don't remember actually. I'll have to go back and watch my own videos, but I think it was a little bit later with Isla. But so cravings. I've been craving fruit a lot more. Still having my sandwich cravings, still liking my sandwiches, and fancying prawn and avocados. Oh, it's to die for. But to be honest, that's like one of my favourite meals anyway. Like, so I'm not entirely shocked that I'm craving that, because it's just in general always been one of my. I love prawn and avocado pasta salad. It's just like, ugh, my go-to thing. But yeah, I've been fancying salads and pasta and sandwiches, but fruit as well. Everything like fresh and, I don't know, I'm guessing like summery as well, because it's, okay, on and off the weather hasn't been that great here recently, but when the weather is nice, it's still been fairly hot here. And we've also been enjoying a lot of fresh fruit popsicles and stuff that we've been making ourselves, which has probably added to me needing to go pee lots and obviously being thirsty and stuff. But yeah, so that's what I've been enjoying craving wise. Still don't really have any aversions really. It's just still kind of bad smells make me a bit more. But things aren't putting me off as much as they were, and I'm definitely not as nauseous as I was, so definitely grateful for that. Like, started to wonder whether it was never going to end. Don't get me wrong, I think there's sometimes I'm still a little bit more like queasy than normal, but for the most part it's definitely not half as bad as it was in the beginning, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, I think that's everything. There's not really much else to update on, not really much difference from last week really. But like I said, we've got a wedding tomorrow, and next week I should be going to see the midwife on Wednesday, so I'll probably do my video the day after so that I can just give you guys some information on what happened at the appointment. But yeah, that's about it really.